Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to find bases on the Donut SMP using the pyray method. If you do not know what the pyray method is, it uses the built-in pie chart in Minecraft to locate block entities which can also be found in bases. So no, it does not guarantee that you'll find a base, but it does guarantee that you find block entities which, like I said, can be found in bases. With that being said, let's get into the video. Now there are a couple of things that you need to do before this works. And the first thing is that you need to change your render distance down to 10. I also changed my simulation distance, but I'm not sure if you need to, but I'll just do that just in case. Then you need to set up your pie chart. So hold F3 and then click the number 1 to bring up this pie chart. And then you want to click the number next to tick, level, and block entities. Not entities, not blocks, block entities. Now keep in mind that the buttons might not be the same for you as they are for me, so make sure you click the buttons that are on your screen and not mine. One more thing you have to do is hold F3 and G to get the chunk borders on. So now that you've done all this, if you click on your pie chart, if there are any block entities within your 10 chunks of render distance, they will show up on here. As you can see, I have a chest. Some examples of block entities are chests, ender chests, and shulker boxes. Now I'm going to show you guys how to find the chunk that your block entity is in. And like I said, this does not guarantee that there's a base there, but it guarantees that the block entity is there. So if you find something like a shulker box on your pie chart, it probably is a base because they do not spawn naturally. So the first thing that you want to do is locate a spot where on your pie chart there's a block entity. Now what you want to do is you want to pick any direction, but make sure you run straight. And what I mean by straight is not literally in a straight line, but make sure you do not cross over chunks. So if I choose to go in this direction, I'm not going in that chunk or that chunk, I'm just going this way. So you just want to keep going until the block entity that is in your render distance is no longer on your pie chart. So I just want to keep going straight in the same direction, and as you can see, eventually it will disappear. Now you want to go back in the direction you came from until you see it come up. So as you can see, when I cross over into this chunk, the chest appears on my pie chart. What this means is that I am now out of render distance from the chest, and when I walk into here, it's now in my render distance. So once you have found a spot that is like this for you, where when you cross over, it's in the pie chart, but when you leave, it's not, you want to walk back into the chunk that loads it, and you want to start counting, with this chunk being 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that we've counted 5 this way, we know that the chunk is on this line, so it's either that way or that way. It cannot be this way. It's either that way or that way. So I'm going to run this way, and you basically want to do the same thing. Just run until it's no longer on your chart, and make sure not to go that way or that way. You're only going this way. Alright, so now I've run quite a bit, but the chest is no longer on my render distance, so I'm going to check where it is. Okay, so as you can see right here when I go into this chunk, there is now a chest. So remember, like before, you're counting 5 chunks with the first chunk that has it being 0. As you can see, this one does not have it, and this one does. So I'm going 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's in this chunk somewhere. And I'm guessing that it's probably not up, which means it has to be down. So I'm going to start digging. Oop, there's a cave. Oh, it's a dungeon. But as you can see, guys, I didn't find a base, but I did find the block entity, which was a chest that I was looking for. So yeah, like I said, you will not find a base every time, but you're going to find a block entity. So if you just run around until you see like a shulker box or just a lot of things, because there can also be signs, chests, and chests. So if you see like a large combo of those things, then it might be a base. But yeah, that's the pyray method. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.